Oh,
Hello.
hello. Sorry. So what are you up to, James?
I'm just doing the scripting for this game called Magic Grid,
Okay.
where your characters are wizards,
Oh, all right.
and you have to move around a magic grid.
Okay, so it's a
There's
two-player
no,
game.
because I haven't finished yet.
Oh yeah, you're still developing this. So just to explain, James is one of our games developers for World of Wacky Games. So he's the one making the magic happen, and there's a lot of magic in this game. Does this game have a name yet, or is it too early?
Yeah, it's called Magic
Magic
Grid.
Grid. Sorry, you did say that just right now, didn't you?
But as you move around, you take different defensive stances. They're the ones with the blue D in the corner.
Okay.
And that's one of the elements: fire, ice, earth, lightning, or water.
Wow.
And you can also do an attack, which
Okay.
are in the same elements.
Yeah.
And depending on what defensive stance your opponent is in, depends on how much damage your attack does.
Okay.
So if it's fire against ice, fire's strong against ice,
Yeah.
which is what this circle means here, so it'll do 3 damage.
Okay.
If it's against earth or lightning, fire against earth or lightning, it'll do 1 damage.
Right.
Fire against water does nothing, because water is strong against fire. If you do a fire attack against someone in a fire stance,
Yeah.
you actually heal them 1 life.
Wow.
Because fire makes fire stronger.
That's nice of you.
And that works the same for all the elements.
So how exactly do you set up a defensive stance?
You just literally, so this, I'm not sure if we're going to keep this star as being the piece, but you
Okay.
move your piece onto the defensive stance and that will change your stance.
Right.
And also at the start of the game you get to choose any stance to start in.
Right.
Because for example, at the start here, you can see that the player can go straight into an ice attack.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be in an earth stance because ice is strong against earth. So
Oh,
you
cool.
want to start in a different stance.
And on the right of the screen, those would be the phones, and people would be
exactly.
seeing. People would be eventually seeing.
So if this
What-
error didn't happen, it would come up with just directional arrows
Okay.
for you to move. And basically, you start off with the grid speed exactly the same, but if you hop onto this randomized square, that shuffles your grid.
Wow. Okay.
So later on in the game, you'll have different grids. So it's just sort of planning ahead, figuring out what your opponent's likely to do, and making sure you're in the correct defensive stance so that you don't get, you don't get the strong attacks and lose 3 life. And,
That sounds really fun. Okay. Thanks a lot, James. I'm looking forward to playing that.